Deangelo, how much does Dez have left?
Dez has a lot left, but Dez has to understand what his value is and where he should be. He's not the same guy he once was. So he shouldn't be outside trying to go against the #1 corners. He needs to slide on inside, kind of like my boy Larry Fitzgerald has done over the years.
Yep.
And there, he's still a playmaker. He's still a guy with the ball in his hands. He's dangerous. We saw it against, I think, Arizona. Makes a little catch in front of the quarterback, 5-yard route, gives Pat Peterson a Pat goes this way, then he power drives himself in the end zone, dragging a couple guys with him. He can still play. He still puts fear in most DBs, but you're not scared of him running by you. And to play outside, you have to have speed that scares guys so that they feel like you'll run any route on the route tree. As of now, he can't give me that deep ball, and it's not scaring his opponents.
Deep ball? How many times? Hold on, let's be all the way real. Because when you come up here, Deangelo Hall, D Hall, we real with it. How many times you see there? How many times you take off Dez running a square out?
Running a square out? Have I picked him off, you said?
No, I'm saying.
Oh,
him
have I
on
seen
tape
him?
running a square out. Come back.
Not a lot.
Back shoulder fade, in breaking routes.
Back shoulder fade, in breaking routes. That's a scouting report. That's why I loved playing against him.
There you go.
He was a dog. He was going to give you everything he had.
Yep.
But what made him really great was him and Tony Romo were always on the same page. Dez made so many plays extending while Tony extended the play, him just slight little roll up or keep the route going. Unscripted, off script. Absolutely. It wasn't just running a route, beating you to death. Nah, that wasn't it at all. That wasn't his game. That was never his game. His game was always those off-scripted plays, in-breaking routes, digs, slants.
The 50-50 jump ball.
And the 50-50 jump balls. He was a guy when the ball was in the air, if it was between me and you, we knew he had a chance to play that ball in the air.
So what are the odds that at this stage of his career, this man could swallow his considerable number 88 pride, his throw up the X pride, and move inside?
Well, the problem is they got an inside guy, and they've had him for years. So I just don't know where he fits on this team. And even on the other side, you got Witten, who goes in there. Sometimes he's split out, sometimes he's on the line. But, yeah, we always were worried about Beasley and Witten.
I know.
Dez, obviously, because he can make plays. But those two guys, that's a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare because they're the hardest ones to really cover.
You can put
because there's so much
there
space.
Can be two slots. You can use two of them.
Yeah, then you can't. Yes, you could do that, but then you're in a situation where who's left on the field then? One running back.
Yes, or
none. And then we don't know who we're putting outside now. You got Terrence Williams, but the other guy outside. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for him there.
But D, as a #1 receiver, if the opposing team doesn't take their best corner and say you got frequent flyer miles today and you travel, if they don't respect you by traveling their #1 corner, they're telling you what they think of you. You guys didn't have Josh Norman. #3 corners will take Dez now. That's unheard of. You wouldn't dare put your third corner on Julio.
No.
Or put your third corner on AB or Odell. They don't even care anymore. Who covers Dez?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. His numbers over the last couple of years, he's a splitting image of himself. And some of that's injury. He has to stay healthy. And so I can't totally say, a healthy Dez Bryant without any ailments wouldn't make a lot of plays. But in the National Football League, you got to go off of what you see. And what I've seen the last couple of years, last 3 years, Dez needs to go inside.
He was never technically sound.
If he really wants to be a really good receiver, prolong his quote-unquote appearance of being a really good receiver and stay relevant and dominant, he can go inside like an Anquan Bolden and make plays.
No, I agree.
And make plays. Absolutely.
a rival corner scouting report on young Dak Prescott. What did you see and not see?
What I saw from him last season was a guy who just, I don't know if the stage got too big for him at times, but he just didn't seem as comfortable as he normally was back there at the quarterback position. A lot of that had to do with not having Ezekiel Elliott back there, because they were a run-first team that, you know, were able to move the pocket with him, give him nice, quick little throws. He obviously made some good decisions downfield. But you saw a guy who just struggled. He struggled. He looked like he didn't look like a starting quarterback at all.
So Dez Bryant couldn't separate. Jason Witten can no longer separate. Terrence Williams comes and goes, and Beasley just was. They just bracketed him the whole year.
Yeah.
Just said we're going to take him away, and he's going to throw it to whom? Nobody. I don't know. They had anybody who could get open that scared any other cornerback or defensive coordinator. But this man across from me gave him no break, no quarter. He gave him an F for the year.
I mean, it wasn't totally, excuse me, it wasn't totally his fault. Some of that had to do with, like, you know, not having the running back, not having that running game. That running game opened up everything. Everything. I remember playing against them, and when that dude Ezekiel Elliott was back there, it is a totally different team. It runs through him. Everything runs through him. They're able to establish the play-action game. They're able to establish the boot game. He's able to move the pocket and make plays.
I don't even want to talk. I don't want to talk no more. Talk to him. Skip, you talk to D Hall. D Hall telling you all this stuff, and somebody said that. Oh, Shea Sharp been saying that up here. D Hall, you want one of these?
Unfortunately, we have to go to commercial.
Yeah.
But he'll be back. He's coming back tomorrow.
I have to replenish my chocolate. Deangelo, thanks for joining us. Does Anthony Davis have a real chance to be the MVP? We'll discuss that next.